Hello YouTube, this is Dawn from Dare to Be Creative. How are you guys doing this weekend? I'm hoping you're having a wonderful Labor Day weekend, getting ready for back to school and all those wonderful things if you have kids or grandkids. So anyway, I do have a small little rant. So YouTube apparently thought I had such a violent, hostile video. They kind of locked me out of my channel. Not only did they flag my video, the last one that I did when I talked about these two P-U-N-C-H, I'm sorry, these two right here. Apparently you can't say the word P-U-N-C-H because it sounds violent. Yet YouTube is nothing but videos of people beating each other, raping each other, killing each other, cursing each other, blah, 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 blah. But apparently mine was violent. And I guess because I had the word tag in it, I had the word punch in it. I said it. So this video might get tagged as well. You can't say D-I-E-C-U-T. You gotta be careful because both of those words sounds violent. So, and I guess you can't say P-U-N-C-H, which, everybody owns an envelope blank board. Everybody owns an alphabet blank board. Everybody owns something that, that has some form of these, in the crafting world. Or you're gonna say those words if you don't own it. If you, still DIEs, or if you have, cartridges, whatever, all of those, they still do DIE. C-U-T-S. So I don't know how I'm supposed to do a craft video and not say any of these words. But not only did they flag the video, they locked him out of my channel. I didn't even know. I thought it was my internet because my internet had been acting up, which is not surprising. So I thought that was a problem. So for a couple of days I couldn't get into my account. I couldn't even find my account. Yet my picture was still there, but it would just say home, trending, and subscription. So I would click on my picture and it would just take me to Google Hangouts. It would not take me to my page. I could not get to my page unless I Googled myself, and then I would finally get to it. I still couldn't do anything to it because the page was locked. So long story short, somehow I got in it and I got this message which they did not send me an email, but the video was flagged and editing and said it was on hold because it was the video content was contrary to the owners of those two to, I guess, We Are Memory Keepers and to Hobby Lobby or Paper Studio, and said it was hostile content that they didn't agree with and all this other stuff. And then I had to agree to have my channel stuff reviewed and all this other stuff. So when I agreed to them allowing them to do some reviews or whatever, then they opened back up. I still couldn't get to my channel the right way, but I can click on my icon now and my picture and I can find my page. So I do know they have been doing some changes with the layouts to YouTube, but still it was a mess. Still is a mess. So I don't know how this is supposed to work, but I would try not to say that word. I don't know how. I'm not gonna say the word. So just FYI, if you're having any videos and you're saying those words in it, just be careful. A robot or somebody can make a complaint and you get flagged. And I mean, I look at all these other videos people post and they don't get flagged at all. So anyway, moving right on. So this one is another one of these. This is the Cloud, and I don't know how I'm not going to say that word, punch. Okay, this is a Martha Stewart tool. I guess I'm going to just keep saying tool. Anyway, so this video may get flagged. I don't know. But anyway, so this one, her punches are not out there anymore. See, I said it again. But anyway, this is the Cloud one, and I just want to show you some things that you can do with it. I'm just using some scrap paper because I am almost finished this pad right here. I'm so proud of myself. You know how hard it is to kill a paper pad? I've got like 3 or 4 sheets left and I will be done. So I'm just using this up to make some of these examples so you can pick some prettier paper, but just to show you what you can do with this. To just think outside of the box. And there's probably a lot of other stuff. This is just some quick ones that I came up with that you can do to use this instead of just using the cloud and the raindrops, or to use them in different ways. So the first obvious way is to just use it on a card. So this is a 5x5 squared card, and I just use it up here. And this is one of those Sizzix embossing folder and die sets that was at Tuesday morning. And this is Rain or Shine, Keep Moving and Shining Through. That's what it says up there in the cutouts. So I just did that one. It embosses and cuts, and this one says Shining Through, and that is the cloud, and there are the raindrops. And I don't know if you can see the little shimmers, a little Wink of Stella on that. So just using it flat, just alternating different colors for the raindrops. That's one simple thing you can do. And of course using a color or pattern paper that is non-traditional for your cloud and raindrops. The second one, very similar, same thing. This one just says rain or shine, keep moving. Difference here is I just popped that one up, made it dimensional, so it's 2. I punched out 2 of the clouds, and I laid it on top of each other just to give it some dimension and kept these flat, and we castelloed the raindrops. So again, just to give you similar but different looks, which is what you expect to do with that. Another thing that you could do, okay, I need to keep some right here, is to make it dimensional by punching out 2 of the clouds, folding 1 1/2 and gluing it down. So that gives you a little bit of a 3-dimensional one. You can also, if these raindrops was bigger, you could actually string them along to make, I'm dropping it, garland, or 3-dimensional. You can actually glue them together to make 3-dimensional raindrops, which I did not do, but that's just one idea. Another one that you could do is you can make a tree. So again, I just used, this is one of my other punches. This is a huge, actually I think it's 3 inches. Yep, it's a 3-inch rectangle. So I just used that as my base right here. I cut out 4 of the clouds, and I used the teardrops, the raindrops. You use them as teardrops, but I used the raindrops as like little apples. And on this one, I did the same thing, except I inked the page, and I had this Martha Stewart punch, so stamp, and I just stamped it and I traced it out, so it looks more realistic, like a tree. But if you didn't have a tree, you could leave it a block or like that. So just using 4 of those clouds and just sticking in the little raindrops wherever you want to just make it look like a tree. So that's another way that you can use that one. Another one would be just to use it like a little cold drink. So that will be your little foam, and then that could be like a little cherry there. That could be a little belching drop, or without the cherry, either one. So that could be a little frosty, like a root beer. That made me think of an ice cream float or a root beer or something like that. And then next, you could make, of course, your ice cream cone. And this would be cute if you actually embossed the waffle part of it. And what I used for that one was, I used this triangle one, which is 1 3/16 length and height, and I used 2 of those to make the base, and I just glued it down the middle to make the triangle a little bit wider for the cone to make it fit the ice cream on top. And then I just used one of the teardrops, I keep saying teardrops, raindrops, as a cherry. So, and I Wincastellaed the cherries. I don't know if you can see that. And you could also put glossy accents on it. You could put sprinkles on it. You could put a happy face on it if you stamp it with one of your Peachy King stamps. You could do that as well to make a face. I was going to do that and I just didn't. Another obvious thing that you can make out of it would be, if I can get it up here, is just a little bit of a, flowers. And that's just like a 4-petaled flower, alternating the petals or making them the same, however you want to do that, which will lead you to a 6-petal flower. If I can pick it up, that's a flat one. And then this one, I just use the stylus to give it a little bit more dimension. So you just use the teardrops, I keep saying teardrops, but they are teardrops, raindrops as petals. Then you can make a simple, just a little simple butterfly out of that, with some bling or without some bling. You can make a little butterfly. So it's just giving you some other things to think of if you don't have what you need to make it with. So this could be an angel, bumblebee, or something of that effect. And I just use a little small circle punch, one of those little teeny knockout circle punches, which is like 0.375, so 3/4 of an inch, that little circle, but the other 3 are all the raindrops. So again, that could look like, that looks like a little angel to me, or a bumblebee, or a fly. And then a little 3-dimensional, that could be a person, bow, flower, whatever you want to consider it. I just pinched the leaves up and made that. And then I made a little pinwheel flower by folding each one of those in half. Okay, focus. And put a little circle dot in the middle. which also means you can make the butterfly that same way. So that's just some of the things that you can do with that particular Martha Stewart Cloud Punch. So yeah, so if my videos get messed up, you know what's going on. It's because I use that word too much. But anyway, so just be mindful of that. Even though I'm mindful of it, I keep saying it. So that's just some of the things that you can do with it, and I'm sure there's others, but I just was trying to give you some tips and some things that you can do with those punches besides just the traditional cloud. So you can get some multiple uses out of it. Again, ice cream cones, you know, a frosted drink, flowers, you know, all those kind of different things. So you can do a whole bunch of different things with that besides just the obvious. So it maximizes your money. And so anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for liking, and thank you for subscribing. So that's just some of my little craft punch art that I've made. I gotta make sure I said the word craft with it so it doesn't sound violent. I probably shouldn't have said that word in this video because I'd probably get a flag for that. Anyway, so that's some of the things that you can do with that one. And thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more in the series. God bless, and I dare you to be creative.